everybody, Jason Burmis here, and as promised, I told you that Dylan Avery was going to be joining us for another AMA, so that's an Ask Me Anything, and amidst all this other news, I believe that we're going to be talking earthquakes and bees, we're going to be talking Spacey, we're going to be talking anything that comes up in the actual chat there, so without further ado, there is Dylan Avery. Hello.
I got my own camera this time, and my own, well, I already had my own mic, but...
Yeah, now you don't have to hold it and me yell at you.
Yeah.
A hell of a KO by... Oh, my goodness. Listen, we'll talk about that in a second, Mr. Unemployed Marios Yamasaki. How are the audio levels, everybody? Hello, Alice. How are you?
Hello, Alice. How are our levels?
So the levels are good? Hello, Mermaid Moxie. So, again, I love doing these AMAs. Guys, by the way, we're well on our way to the 25K AMA. I know we're going to be talking a bunch here. Hello from PA. Talk about how Toon Pool is radicalizing people. Yeesh, I don't know about all that. Oh, boy, this is going up quick today, huh?
Yeah.
Well, you know what? The Epstein stuff is huge. So, first of all, let's do some introductions here before we even get there. If you don't know, my good friend Dylan here, Loose Change Original. I worked with him on the second edition, Final Cut, and now Black and Blue. What's the new one you're working on?
Magic Molecule.
Magic, that's right, DMT documentary.
CBD documentary.
Oh, that's right, I'm an
asshole. Spirit
Molecule,
is
that's
the
right.
DMT documentary.
Yeah, and you're a little bit more saner than that guy. I heard he didn't do so well at the end.
Slightly.
I think I actually, when I was in Texas, you know what, let's see if I can flip my camera. I'm sorry, guys, we're amateur houring it today. And by the way, thanks for all the new subs. Dude, Burmis Brigade on the flip is the real deal. We did it. We flipped it.
Hey! Technology. It's amazing.
Yeah, and I know, and it's kind of weird. We kind of are almost sitting like that. It's like we're on two different cameras. Sorry about the quality also. So here's the deal, guys. Epstein did get picked up today. That's one of the big things we're going to be talking about. Picked him up on the tarmac. This is, as I said to you, an international ring. Take a look at this ring, all right? It's not like it's small.
Check out this ring.
Yeah, this is a real ring. This is, in fact, you know what, Avery? We're going to bring you in on this, too. We're going to bring Dylan over here. Let's just look at this technology, folks. It's unbelievable. You hit the copy button. I'm over here. He's over there. I hit Pastaruski. He's there.
Now who's taller?
Not you for long. Hold on. Oh, boom. But take a look at the actual evidence here. So they got him at Paris, France. Oh, this isn't too bad either. We might be doing this a little bit too. This is a nice little setup.
I like this.
I like
cool.
this little setup.
I feel it's like MST3K.
Yeah. Before we get there, but guys, this is how big it was. I'm kind of like giddy like a schoolgirl that this even happened. I'll be honest. I didn't see it happening. Did you? Did you see? I know you don't follow this as much.
No.
Or even close to as much. But I was in shock. I was in utter shock. I really was. I was like, wow. So anyway, they got him from Paris, France, over to Teterboro Airport in New Jersey, right outside of the city. 2 counts so far, what we know. I know I've talked about going. Let's just see where the GoFundMe is at. And guys, just so everybody knows, I'm not trying to raise $5,000 to go to the city tomorrow to cover this. I said to people that this is the monthly thing, and if we could scoot it up to the point where maybe it hits close to $5,000, maybe I can find a way to court tomorrow. But you don't understand. Let's explain to people. We're about 3.5, 4 hours from the city, right?
About 3.
Yeah, right into Manhattan. So not, yeah.
Okay, 4.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now we have to go to Manhattan Court. Mm-hmm. Now, first of all, I'd have to rent a car. Second of all, I'd have to park my car somewhere or take the train in. The train is about $70 to $80 round trip now. I know, Poughkeepsie and Kingston. That's crazy, right?
That's insane.
Yeah.
You take a Greyhound.
Well, you can't take the Greyhound because you have to be there at court in the morning. So we have to leave at 6 in the morning. I think court starts like at 9, and I want to be there, guys. I don't know whether it's even. I don't even know if Enterprise Rent-A-Car would be open in time. So
you'd have to do it today.
Yeah, and I don't know that I can do it today because I don't know what my schedule with the kids is the next day and what time the court proceedings even are. So good chance I won't be making it out there. But thank you to everybody that has donated to this. Not only is it keeping me alive, but it's pumping out 30 to 50 quality videos every single week. And hopefully you're going to think this is a quality video. So again, Epstein picked up, court on Monday. We're going to know more. We've been doing a whole lot of deep diving into documents. Oh, wait, that's the wrong one. Oh, no, I don't even have one set up for that. Oh, this is that. That's terrible. What's that? I'm just going to watch. I'm going to make it happen this time. I'll do Doom and then This is the magic. This is how we love it. Let's see. We're going to go screen capture, monitor capture. Oh. Guys, you used to have to have a real studio to do this stuff. You don't anymore. So these are going to be some of his co-defendants in this, by the way, because this is all New York based. So Sarah Kellen, already being named by the Daily Beast. I think Natalia Malashev is not one of the ones, but she has many different aliases. We tracked her down. Over here, I couldn't find a picture of her because they all got new identities. Weird. But 37 years old. Here are some of her other aliases right here on her own little LinkedIn page. Unbelievable. And remember, Sarah Kellen back in 2010 when this was starting to come out and they were just asking questions and people didn't realize that they were actually acting as pimps. Well, guess what? They got other identities and they were moved along. Oh, look how young. I've already exited out. We didn't need to see that anyway. I couldn't even find Leslie Groff. I know there's some internet sleuths out there trying to do it, but guys, let's go to your questions. So again, Dylan Avery here, writer, director, mustached man. And Patrick, thank you so much for the super chat. Thanks for all the support, guys. We do real news here. So let's go back to, all right, so UFC last night. Banger of a UFC, Dylan. I know you didn't watch it.
Didn't watch it.
I watched it. Banger of UFC. Thiago Santos won that fight, 100%. Yeah, Thiago Santos should have won the championship. Split decision to John Jones. Lackluster performance. Thiago Santos rounds 1, 2, and 5 on a bum leg. What they didn't talk about, though, is that those inside leg kicks on Jones's left leg destroyed his leg. So he was on one leg, too, but you didn't hear that from Felder, Rogan, and company man Anik, did you? That's right, we're giving you the straight dope UFC style as well while we're talking Epstein.
You thought this was going to be an AMA, or we're just going to talk about UFC the whole time?
I mean, that was the first question. Hello from PA. Tim Pool is radicalized. I don't know that Tim Pool is radicalizing anybody. Tim Pool is an intelligent person who speaks very well, who's good at debate and good at making videos, who wears a little hat. I mean, he does. I mean, that's his shtick.
I mean, he does wear a little hat.
And he tries to say he stays neutral. He hasn't done a lot of on-the-ground stuff. But I respect Tim Pool. Listen, Tim Pool became a Paul Bunyan-like character when he was able to go head-to-head with Jack Dorsey on Joe Rogan Experience. That's a once-in-a... That's... You know what? I put that up there with our little debate with Popular Mechanics. We'll probably never get that chance again. But at the time, I mean, that's still, I still get stuff about that. I don't know about you, but you probably still do, right?
Sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, some positive, some negative. But, for a younger guy, I'm an old man now. You can see the old man face. It's setting in,
It's not too bad.
Hey, I'll tell you what. Father Time's the number one champ. I'd give anything to go up against those guys again or somebody like them or any of these guys.
But they'd refuse. They retired.
What?
Because they retired, and they it's just funny because it was I don't know.
I was supposed to go on against him on Glenn Beck later in the day, and then they canceled us all together.
Well, also remember The View. We were supposed to be on The View when Rosie was on there, but then they were like, we're not talking about this anymore.
No, that's enough of that. Yeah, behind the scenes action. There you go. What about space Nazis? I don't know. I've seen some in B movies. Is there an A movie coming out with space Nazis?
I feel there has to be one.
Yeah, I mean, if we're talking about non-rocket aero technology that the Nazis were working on, that's a real thing. If we're talking about space Nazis, we might be talking about space Nazis and salt sniffing zombies, right? Remember the bath salt craze? People were eating faces.
Yeah, for the 3 weeks where just every day someone else was eating someone else's face.
Yeah, that seems a little weird too.
Someone might have just laced a batch of weed or something.
I don't even know that any of that was real. We got another super chat. Who is it? No GPS data. What do you get the man that has everything? An orange jumpsuit. That's a good one. That's a little Epstein reference. If you didn't get that,
it took me a second, but I got there.
I got it.
I got there.
Listen, let's hope he's not only in an orange jumpsuit, but he's ready for Gen Pop. Let's hope and pray that tomorrow the judge just doesn't let him out like Claire Brofman was able to leave. Had a little ankle bracelet on, worked out a nice little deal of 21 to 72 months, and if she gets more than 27, she gets to appeal, slides a little $6 million sum over there. Doesn't really matter to her because she put $14.3 million aside for the legal funds of everybody else to keep their fucking mouth shut. And Raniere didn't even put on a defense, did he? No, he didn't. Didn't call one witness, did he? No, he didn't. And he kept his mouth shut and was found guilty. But Claire Brofman's going to be okay. Her sister Sarah, who's overseas, she seems like she's going to be okay. Nikki Klein... I've kind of neglected Nexium because out of nowhere, Epstein's we had the DOJ ruling. Then we had the unsealed ruling. Then I had some of the documents that got unsealed. Then we had this bombshell last night, okay? So, guys, let me tell you something. Nexium apparently is still up and running with Nikki Klein, the faux wife. And I say faux because it was kind of a monetary arrangement, although I'm pretty sure they were also in a sexual relationship, but both of them were in a sexual relationship with Rainier and all that other stuff, hiding assets. Really fun stuff. Apparently, she's running Nexium. There are some reports out there. That's not Jason Burmis, but we will do a video on that, I promise you. All right, so let's keep going down this. Mario Yamasaki. Oh, by the way, the Masvidal knockout was vicious. Just, oh my God. I hope Ben I hope Ben Askren is okay. That was, I saw somebody tweet out that was actually worse than some car wrecks that he'd seen, and I agree. That was some traumatic shit right there. All right, good sound. Thank you, Leanne. Oh, how you doing, David? I'm glad you got the notification. Let's see. Yes, Kevin Spacey. Yes, let's bring that up. I actually have that ready to go.
We're never gonna make it through this chat.
Oh, we're gonna make it through some of the chat. Yeah. We're gonna chat Ski and Hutch, Dylan. Okay, so Kevin Spacey. I don't know about you, but big Usual Suspects guy, directed by Bryan Singer, who is later found to be a monster. And Dylan, let's talk about some things, because when we were in Los Angeles, and when we were meeting with Charlie Sheen, I believe Willie Rodriguez was there. This is when I met Ron Jeremy. Yes. Remember we had our little flip phones?
Yes.
And I ran down Ron Jeremy.
There was like a convention going on or something?
Yes, right? Exactly. Yeah. We were there for the 9/11 thing that was being the symposium that was covered by C-SPAN.
The old Alex Jones 9/11 conference.
Yes, the old conference.
July 2006, I think. June or July.
Something like that.
Because the Chicago one was like 2 months before that, and that was like April.
And there were some other people around there, and I was hanging out with another producer. And at the time, he was asking me what was the reason I was doing these kind of things. And you know me. I haven't changed much in all these years. I'm pretty much talking about the same things, only the more evidence that's come out, correct? So he asks me, and I say to him, look, the reason I do this is because a lot of these people at the top, whether it be, Hollywood actors or, people in political power or businessmen, I'm like, they're occultic child fuckers. I mean, it's the most bizarre shit in the world. I don't understand it. I go, I was the guy in school that always thought that, Satanism or whatever was kind of a gag. Mm-hmm. It was like the kid that wasn't getting laid and he was angry at the world, man. And I'm going to wear some goth makeup and listen to this. And I like metal. Come on, you know me.
I enjoy some metal.
Oh, man, how many times did we listen to the dual album of Mesmerize and Hypnotize?
The whole drive out to L.A.
I think so, yeah. I mean, and even before that, I mean, I'm not going to go into my metal repertoire. But anyway, I go, tell me one guy. I go, you're in the business. Tell me one guy. And who does he name? And at the time, Superman was coming out. Not Man of Steel, but the one that was before.
Superman Returns.
Yes, and Kevin Spacey was playing Lex Luthor. And who was it directed by?
Bryan Singer.
Bryan Singer. And 10 years before it hit it, this person told me, and he didn't want to be named. He made me promise I wasn't going to say anything. Obviously, I can talk about it now. And
I know which one it is.
Yeah. And he told me, and then, guys, it's not funny, because it's not fucking funny, but he told me he was at a party where Bryan Singer had a 14-year-old boy topless on a dog leash, bringing him around the party. And I'm just like, all right, man. So, I mean...
That's too weird to not be real.
Yeah, well, not only not be real, but, like, you're thinking... And I'm thinking
well, and too specific.
I remember the first thing I said to myself, because I'm so conditioned, and I think we all are, is, like, I was bummed out that I wanted to see the new Superman movie, and I liked his other films. We're still that way. And that's the thing. You don't want to believe your heroes or people that you admire their work can be monsters. And House of Cards is brilliant. Mm-hmm. It's fucking brilliant. David Fincher to this day is one of my favorite directors.
Same.
He's done a lot of those episodes and a lot of them well. This man is a fucking monster. He is. He's been preying on people forever. He hangs out with other monsters. That's why he and Clinton rode those planes together so many times. In fact, you know what? I'm going to do it live on air. The story, anyway, is that Scotland Yard in London, just probably a coincidence that if you look at the network, oh, look, there's a little London plane over there, too. Oh, that's so weird. But anyway, in Scotland Yard, he's got 6 accusations against him.
Great.
So I don't know, Davey. But if you just type in Bill Clinton and Kevin.
Oh, it's already in your search
Spacey.
history. Look at that.
Oh, of course, well, because we do videos here. We do a lot. 30 to 50 a week. Guys, if you're not subscribed, now's the time. Join the Burmese Brigade.
I was just going to say that.
Yeah, listen. We're doing AMAs. We're doing broadcasts. Look at these images. Guys, it's not like once or twice. This is like a 2 to 3 decade relationship. Hey, take a look. Hey, I'm young Bill Clinton, and I'm younger Kevin Spacey. I still apparently went after 14-year-old boys. Maybe not with a southern accent, but who cares? I'm a great actor. I get to do that. And then, when I get caught 20 or 30 years later, I just tell people I'm a homosexual.
That was a great Kevin Spacey impression.
I don't think it was good, but like it's just unreal. You know what I mean? And like it's not like they're. I mean, we could be playing Through the Years. So we literally. That's how much these people are together. Like it's not like Clinton gets grayer and Spacey looks eviler in every single one of these photographs, guys. Like, come on, man.
Well, you know.
I love him. Come here, Kevin. Let me put my arms around you. You're a good man. You taught me a lot. And not to mention, I mean, think about this. I did a video on this the other day. We're going to come back to the AMA right now. But if you think about this, can you imagine when we were kids, and I know that I'm a little bit older than you, but not much.
Not
like
much.
4 or 5 years, something like that? Yeah. When we were kids, and there was like the most popular television show out there, which House of Cards was at the time, and they were portraying the president, right, as somebody who was a bisexual. Like, he just starts... Now, I mean, forget about being a murderer. Sure, that's there, too. Like, with the girl he has an affair with and uses her to his political advantage. Mm-hmm. Like, that would be pretty controversial. But then if he got in a three-way where he's making out with his male Secret Service agent, people would be flipping out. Mm-hmm. Especially when you had people like Bill Clinton and other politicians saying, no, this is actually kind of like how it really is. They're saying, this is the closest show that we've... Yeah, seriously. Mm-hmm. Listen, the quotes on House of Cards from politicians on the inside of how it's realer than anything else are endless. Please, look them up. We can look them up on air right now. That's my point. And no one blinks an eye. They're like, yeah, I guess we do have, crazy murderous bisexual. And like they put Bohemian Grove in like the second to last thing where they do the mock human sacrifice and everything and are cutting deals.
Yeah.
But when I was saying this, when I was like, no, really, like seriously, there's an owl there and they're doing some weird shit in cloaks. Oh, and by the way, that's where they came up with the nuclear bomb. They're like, okay, buddy. All right there, champ. Hey, someone get this guy a popsicle. He needs a popsicle. It's a little hot. All right, let's continue. Guys, thank you so much for the support. We're having fun on this AMA. By the way, at 7 p.m., what are we at? 3 hours from now, I'm going to have Tony Gosling on, former BBC reporter, and we're going to be talking everything Brexit.
You doing a little Skype skiing, Hutch?
We do. Actually, that's kind of garbage now. Skype's not as good. Sorry, Skype. You got to get better.
Wow.
I use the Google Hangouts. Has the better
Oh, that's
options.
good. Yeah, that's good.
It's a lot better. All right, so let's keep going through. And, guys, thank you so much for the support. We can hear just fine. That's good news. July 14th, during Flag Day, will be an atomic bomb in Washington, false flag in Iran. No, that won't happen.
No, sorry, buddy.
Stone Temple, where are you
at?
Maybe.
I mean, the law of probability, there is a chance that it could happen.
Well, let's see. Anything's possible.
What was it, July 19th?
You said 14th.
14th?
Yes, Flag Day. So here's my thing. Right now is the 7th. On the 10th, Bohemian Grove actually does kick off. So it's 2.5 weeks this year. It goes till the 28th. We haven't heard a lot of Iran the last week. It's been more like pro-Americana and let's get at Trump and divide the country again with conservative and liberal nonsense and Tifa. That's
I'm so tired of that shit.
Well, that's the play by the media this week. You know what I'm saying? Because there isn't a debate to go to.
Well, it's been the play for a while now. That's what makes it so
frustrating.
Well,
I'm just saying it's not... I'm saying from week to week, when you looked at it this year, or obviously you're going to get a lot of that on July 4th, but it shifted much away from the limpet mine and the Iran stuff, right? Yeah. You're going to start hearing about that in another week or two while they make negotiations at the Bohemian Grove. And mark my words, I don't know if Trump is going to be there, but let's see if he's going to Northern California any of those dates, or maybe Mike Pompeo is, or the mustached maniac himself, John Bolton.
Bolton.
Johnny B.
That's one.
What?
That's two.
Oh, John, no, that's one.
No, because last time, yeah.
That's only one on the mustache.
That's true.
Yes.
Okay.
All right, fair.
Hello, Alice Cersei. My glasses aren't on. Hello, Alice. I'm going to look into my camera.
Yes, that's a good idea. Yeah, we can. I mean, I don't know if that's a little clearer, but probably not. This is actually a little bigger.
No, that's definitely better.
Let's see. Sounds good. Yes. Hi, Dylan. Hey, Jason. Did you get my emails about coming to focus on the facts tomorrow? Yes, and that's 10:55 a.m. I have your number. I do believe so. I think didn't I email you back, or maybe I didn't give you any information. But if you want to promote it, it's really just my YouTube channel or my GoFundMe or both. That's all. So yeah, I'm going to be on. Was it PRN FM? I'm also doing a podcast tomorrow.
Ooh.
Just before that with Tom Needham. So there's a lot going on.
Clearly.
Yeah. It doesn't look like I'm going to be able to get to the city in time for the court hearing. But that's only the first court hearing. Obviously, there's going to be follow-up court hearings, and they're all going to be in Manhattan. So as we find out when the next court hearing will be, I'm going to try to get to that. I think.
Well, you got a little bit more heads up on that.
I mean, that was tough. Yeah. I mean, less than 48 hours knowledge. People are like, you're in New York. You should be going. I'm like, it's not. It's like if I went by myself, what do you think I spend? $300 minimum if I spend the whole day there, cash-wise?
If you're getting a hotel?
I probably can't even stay. And we're talking about like 7 to 8 hours round trip.
I mean, a rent-a-car for a day is like 40 or 50.
Yeah, but then you got to get parking.
It's true.
Then you got to eat. Then you got to pay the tolls.
I'm going to say...
Then I would probably want to hire somebody to get the high-def footage so that I could also stream it live and give them $200.
Okay, well, that's going to bump the price up.
Yeah.
But up until that, you were at about $150.
152, yeah. But again, if I do stay there, God knows. I mean, that's a $200 minimum rat hotel, or you drive out. I don't want to get into it.
It's a whole thing.
It's a whole thing. All right, let's see.
Yeah, just go to New York City, Burmis. You're in New York.
They don't understand. We're not in the New York they believe in. You're on my walk and talks. It's a totally different thing, guys.
Paperclip, Antarctic Space Nazis.
Oh, Antarctic Space. Paperclip for sure. I'll talk about Paperclip all day because we don't know much about it outside of the fact that they got rocket scientists and the OSS as they created the CIA also got their intelligence officers. If you want to talk about Admiral Byrd and his trips out to the Arctic, even pre-Nazi, that's very interesting stuff. But a lot of that's underground, tech. That's experimentation. Whether or not any of the lore or the stuff that's on paper is true, I don't know. Psychological operations have been around for a while. Loose Change was the film that opened my eyes. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Elenus, I think it is. I like that name. I think I said it, guys.
I was having a hard time reading that.
Yes, let's see. So there's I'm doing it wrong. There we go. There's King Putin. Tim Pool lives in a luxury apartment, guys.
Down by the river.
Yeah, listen, Tim Pool lives just fine. He's doing just fine with those numbers on YouTube. That's why we got road to 30K, guys. We're going to do the 25K AMA. We may hit that. I'm hoping now, with the way things are going, that we're going to hit it before the week's over. And when we hit 30K and we can start selling merch and getting memberships, I'm going to put it into the next level gear. And maybe even see about getting an intern from the college. We did that once.
That's right.
Yeah, we did. We got an intern from the college. So if I
a couple of our friends became interns.
Yeah. I mean, we can probably get one. I don't want to do it where I don't pay somebody. They're not getting credit. But if someone's going to pay for school anyway, and I can actually give them some knowledge and show them how to run software like this, make thumbnails, deal with audio glitches, etc., something I would consider.
The big one will happen 6-ish p.m. tomorrow.
No, it won't.
I mean...
Hey, and you know what?
I don't know. There's two pretty big ones in a row. I'm not saying he's specifically right, but I mean, it's getting weird out there.
Well, listen, let's talk about the bees. So I don't know much about bees, Dylan.
Just the bees, not the birds, too?
No, we don't have to talk about the birds. But
no, the birds and the bees.
I saw the video of this. Let's see if we're going to want to mute it.
All right, last.
Yeah. So I saw the video, and he starts talking about all these dead bees on the ground.
Jesus.
And people are talking about how, this is really happening. So in association with the earthquake, I know a lot of people want to say HARP or, some kind of crazy thing. But let's look at it even beyond that. Nevada, California, there is actually military testing there, right?
Mm-hmm.
So what if they were just doing something else and it was a subdivision? Or what if an earthquake, forget about just military testing, was in a privatized area, third-party contractor, Raytheon, Lockheed Martin, et cetera, and they just happen to have something there that, I don't know, had some kind of a chemical reaction or an electromagnetic reaction. I have no clue.
Before I came out here, I was living in the high desert above LA,
Yeah.
Lancaster area, which is like, I think, 20 miles or so south of Andrews Air Force Base.
Sure.
And there would be a lot of times when I would just be sitting in my kitchen, like drinking a cup of coffee or whatever, and just you hear this giant explosion and our windows would rattle. It could have been like sonic booms or like something, but it happened a lot. That's all I'm saying.
Listen, that's the whole thing.
And that's pretty close to where the earthquake hit, so I'm sure I mean, I don't know. I'm not a fucking geologist.
The thing is, look, you do have a lot of military testing there.
Mhm.
You know, and aerospace has been pretty masked. The last thing we've seen is stealth technology. Obviously, our drone technology is all over the place.
Mhm.
I think a lot of these UFOs that have been mistaken may not only be our drone technology, Dylan, but for instance, hologram technology is very real. So, you know, some of those
They did
lights
bring
in
back
the sky.
Tupac.
I mean, Tupac Shakur and many others have now been brought back, and it gets better and better. Think about that. All you needed was some orbs of light that formed into another big orb of light or a triangle. That's like, it's fucking child's play right there compared to like Tupac saying, you know? Seriously, think about it.
Yeah.
All right, so let's go. Oh, we got a $20 super chat. Hey, yo, Jeff Brady, deep underground military base. Dumb. Listen, those are actually real, 100%. In fact, I'm reading, was it Annie Jacobson's book, Area 51? She claims that Roswell was a Stalin psyop and that they were, there were actually beings there, but they were humans that were made to look like extraterrestrials
Strange.
through Mengele-type technology post-World War II.
Mengele?
Yeah, Joseph Mengele. So again, Paperclip is one of those things they talk about. Now, she's not saying Mengele did it himself, but through the work of him and other Nazis, they were doing that. And
I didn't know those guys by name. Sorry.
Oh, well, shame on you.
I'm sorry.
How dare you, Dylan Avery.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah. All right, so the Pentagon Cloud Project contract with Amazon. Yes, what about the Pentagon contract? So if people don't know, Amazon has a deal with the Pentagon to do all of their security and their cloud workings. And on top of that, Bezos owns, the Washington Post, not
Yes.
the Times. Owns the Post, and then he also contributes to BuzzFeed and other media organizations. So it's really good. It's really good when we have a bald man that looks like something out of a 1960s Bond movie who owns everything to ship to you within 2 days, 1 day, now by drone in some instances. No big deal. Oh, we did it. I'm sorry. I'm a
He's
terrible
been
person.
flying around for
He
a
has
while.
been flying around for a while, but he got the business. I'm sorry, guys. Had to give him the business. So then he also gets to control information and contribute to media and then spin how great his company is while he brings in automation and he has artificial intelligence fire his lesser employees. You know that's happening, right?
No.
Oh, absolutely. And you know what? Why not?
To the internet.
To the internet. Artificial. Oh, by the way, people are peeing in bottles there because the working conditions are so awesome.
Oh, yeah.
From Spacey and Clinton to Amazon AI fires you.
You have some range, Burmis.
What's that?
I said you have some range.
Oh, thank you. Well, there you go. There it is. Amazon used an AI to automatically fire low productivity workers. So you don't even have a supervisor.
Holy
you don't
shit.
get to talk. But the man with the bald head. By the way, there was a great 2-part South Park. I think it was 2. It was amazing.
Recent or?
Oh yeah. Oh dude. They started off with Butter's dad working at the Amazon factory, and they started out with 16 tons.
South Park is back on the air right now. New season.
It was last season. If you hadn't
okay.
seen it, yes, it was
Okay.
fantastic. They did.
Because I can't remember if I even saw the whole.
They
last
did it
season.
big. But yeah, no, it's great. And you know what else he's involved in?
What?
Weird. What they've been talking about space. He's got his own private space
He
company.
sure does.
Yes, he does.
Him and Elon Musk.
Yeah,
are going
they're
at it.
competing. Yeah, sure they are. And they're showing you bullshit rocket technology, by the way. That's the front. He's the PSYOP guy. He's the intelligence man. He's working with Pentagon and military-industrial complex.
Which one?
Bezos.
Okay.
Like Bezos, listen, Bezos ain't no fucking dummy. All right? He shaves that head well every day over that big brain of his. He's not a front man. He's a mover and a shaker. I'll tell you right now. That guy, no thank you, sir.
Yeah.
No thank you, sir. Oh, we got another super chat. The super chats are coming in.
I'm gonna have to fire through this chat.
Yeah, well, we're
Okay, so real quick, Bohemian Grove this year? Yes or no?
when is it? What, am I going?
Yeah.
I wish.
You've had like 2-3 people ask you that.
Guys. I mean, I'm going to cover it. Guys, again, I just went on my own because of financial difficulties because I had to do it. And you just listen. This and YouTube money. This is it. I just want people to understand. This and YouTube money. I have a family of 4 here. Like Dylan, family of 4?
Confirmed.
Yeah, confirmed. It's
Are you
not like,
including Karma? Or?
well, no, I'm talking to my sister. You know, it's not like we're kind of, you know, we rent 2 apartments together. It's not like it's cheap, you know, like we go off the same internet. You know, obviously I'm not asking my sister for grocery money.
Yeah.
You see me feeding these children. It's like I'm raising a family. It's not, guys, I'm not banking it. I'm not flossing out with diamond fronts.
Not yet.
I don't got rings. I want to go. I want to make these things happen, but let's get some momentum going. You know, I could be kicked off at YouTube at any time, which is already kind of a minimal amount of income compared to this, but we're trying to make it work. All right, let's go back to this awesome super chat. Thank you so much for the super chats. So this is Patch Harmonix Beats. Yes, 9/11 Truth OGs in the house. Want to read the rest there?
Oh, Loose Change helped wake me up back in 2005. Downloaded off Google Video Player, the original upload. One of the people that helped us top Stephen Colbert's correspondence speech, that he never got number 1. He was number 2, but he never knocked us off of number 1. It was amazing.
And we were like in the top 10 in different languages all over.
Yeah, we were Google Video when it first came out.
And they now own YouTube. Hey, thanks for all your support. Listen, I love you, YouTube, because again, without them right now, would we be streaming in 1080p?
No.
You know, in a bedroom. We're in a bedroom, guys, with some monitors.
I remember when YouTube was 720p only, and I would put my stuff on like Blip and Vimeo just so people could watch it in 1080. And like when it went to HD, it was a big deal. And now it's got fucking 4K.
Yeah, man, 4K big time.
You guys were topping the charts. See, they confirmed it. Glad to see you here in 2019. Loose Change 2020 edition. Not necessarily, but we'll see what happens in 2021 maybe.
Maybe you're gonna do, what's that, the 20th anniversary?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that would be a bad idea. Especially if you get some new high-def interviews, or go back through the archives. I mean, there's plenty of stuff there.
New high-def interviews.
Yeah, for everybody? I mean, some of those eyewitnesses, I feel like now you can kind of get around it.
Bob Pugh would be a big part of the Pentagon chapter.
Well, I'm just saying, like, you know, I know that, I don't want to name any names, but, you know, let's say the person that crawled out of the Pentagon and things like that.
Oh,
like,
April Gallup,
Would they really come after you at this point? I would hope not.
But
then again,
what do you
never
mean
know.
by come after me?
Well, I mean, want money or some kind of compensation.
Oh, but I mean, if they're not in the film, then...
Well, that's what I'm saying, but wouldn't maybe you want to put that stuff in there just to kind of show that little, you know, the 20th anniversary? I don't know. We shouldn't even be talking about this on air. This is kind of like more like behind the scenes and how you put
whatever.
that
If
stuff
people
together.
are actually going to tune into this, and they can get rewarded with a little BTS
I mean, you know what I
action.
mean? Like, those things always do get discussed. Like, all right, I like this interview. I didn't like this interview so much. I love this interview. I think this was important. Fuck you. This was the most important part of that interview.
Yeah.
Those are just conversations you have when you work with people.
Yeah.
I'll throw down a super chat, tear them down one by one in the info war.
Tear them a new one in the info war.
Wow, I'm just...
You want to borrow my glasses?
Thank you, Bogus Hype. Love it. All right, let's get back.
And which Loose Change version would you recommend? I mean...
I'm a Final Cut guy just because it has all the interviews in it.
Oh, it's just so fucking long.
It is, but dude, people that get through that... again, you know, my follow-up film to that, not Fabled Enemies, but Invisible Empire...
I thought you did Fabled Enemies first.
Well, I did, but I'm saying, like,
okay.
like subject-wise, was very long, too. It was 2 hours plus, and that's tough. When I did Shade, I made a conscious effort to make it under 90 minutes,
yes,
and no narration. You know,
nobody wants a 2-hour documentary. They just don't.
I see. I do.
No, I know, but I mean,
you know, but I guess I'm the hardcore out there, but I get it. You know, the MTV generation. Think about this. This is what I always tell people. Almost nobody remembers it now, but the Coney phenomenon happened almost overnight via Twitter, and that was a 45-minute propaganda documentary done very well, and it was very short. It kind of cut the bar from like the 90-minute standard that we set, right? Mm-hmm. And then cut it to 45.
Second edition was like 80 minutes originally.
Yeah, the hour 20. But it had good extras. I think it was like maybe 123 or something like that.
Well, because the new HD one is like 75-ish, give or take. So yeah, around 80. Because I took out like some of the news clips near the end.
But at the same time, you know what? Of the Minds of Men, it's 3 hours and 42 minutes, and that's, you know, he's doing theaters with it now. Truth Stream Media is doing very well. Yeah. So I don't know. I think it's audience based, but at the same time, what documentary has really blown up in the last 10 years that of any importance? I can't think of one. I mean, I'll tell you what I think was the best documentary I've seen in the last 10 years and should have been the most important. I'm not sure if you caught Cartel Land yet.
No.
It's incredible. It's
I've seen a lot of really good documentaries.
Me too.
But I mean, apart from ones that like went viral, and I'm not trying to like say that we were the only ones. I'm really trying to think of another one besides Coney that went viral on the internet.
No,
and you already said Coney.
Yeah,
so.
exactly. Oh, I'm just trying to like. There was a lot of buzz around Blackfish when it came up. That
Yes.
wasn't a viral video.
Yes, that was just a
CNN.
regular ass documentary.
Mm-hmm.
Well, not.
Well,
regular,
I mean,
but,
no, but I'm just saying it didn't have that distribution model.
Yeah.
Exactly. It wasn't like, hey, we're going to put this out this way, and that's what we need and want.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's continue on. Right? We got
audio better the other way, but this is fine too. What did we do?
What audio better the other way? Oh, you thought with his hand mic?
When I had my handheld mic, is that where? I mean,
I don't know. I just bought a new microphone.
Maybe it's.
I got to get another. I got to get another. Whatchamacallit in here too.
Another what?
Oh, you know what? What is this doing on? How dare it? See.
What'd you do?
Sometimes I didn't play anything, so I don't think we're in trouble.
Okay.
All right, so let's keep going. Been waiting for Epstein to go down. Thanks for all the reporting, Jason. Yeah, it's been a big couple of days, right? Pretty awesome. Let's see. This looks amazing. Alice, seriously, no. How long before Arkansas? Oh.
Arkan cited?
Yeah, I think they're referring to whether or not Epstein gets to live or something like that.
Just
when
you go to Arkansas, do you get murdered? Is that what that's about? Or
the Clinton body count out there.
Right.
Yeah, so that's
I thought it was Nebraska for some reason.
Why? Get out of here, dude. You gotta understand, Mina, Arkansas. That's Barry Seal.
Right.
They wanted to call
right.
Barry Seal's documentary Mina.
I know.
And you know what was funny about that? The director's father was actually one of the prosecutors during the Iran-Contra scandal.
I believe it.
I mean, I did a whole video on it. It's on the We Are Change archives. Go check it out. Alice, seriously, yes, we do. That ring is the tip of many icebergs. Who's, I know what ring you're talking about. Yeah, it's pretty gross. I listen, I hope it's unraveling big time. Let's hope. I heard Hillary was also there on the tarmac, and there was, nope, we're not saying that. I am as happy as you, Jason, about that. I'm very happy, Leanne, and I'm glad you are too. We should all be happy about this. Why are you doubling in?
Because I can.
Stop it. Come on, we're trying to keep this as pro as possible.
Oh, whatever.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Earthquake needs to level the grove. That's probably not happening. They do plenty of mock sacrifices there to keep their pagan gods and rituals intact, I'm sure. Let's see. You can drive there. I can drive where? Listen, again, the New York. Let's talk about this again. Let's lay it out for them. 4 hours in. Depending on when I get out of the city, because there's you got a window before maybe 3 o'clock to after 7, when you might not be stuck there for another 2 hours before you get out of
rush hour.
Yeah. Well, I'm not talking about shower. Like you're talking 4 hours to get into Manhattan, more than likely. Then if I time it right, maybe 4 to get out, maybe 5.5, 6 to get out. That's 10 hours. Not doing anything but driving. Okay, let's stop there. Gas, rental car. Then I don't even know when the hearing is. I just know where at the courthouse it is.
And
so
that it's in the morning.
Yes, yeah. So you have to be there outside the courthouse.
You got to figure out which courtroom it's in.
And if they let me in.
If they let you in.
They're probably not letting anybody press. I guarantee no press is going to be let in. They're going to all be outside. Do you think they're actually going to let press in?
I have no idea.
They didn't let any press in the Nexium ones. This is all police sketch.
Sure.
Or you know what I mean? Court sketch.
Yeah.
Just saying. I'm not saying it's not worth it.
Well, no, they may allow press. They just may not allow cameras.
That's also true.
Because that's how it was when I covered Alzie's trial at the federal courthouse in Boston. Like you could anyone could come in. It was free to the public, but you had to check in your phone and everything when you checked in.
Be pretty interesting. Go to the courtroom. Okay.
Because they had metal detectors, so if you had
got another super chat. Let's go, Alice. Thank you so much.
Hello, Alice.
Hi, Alice. Thank you so much. She was the one that said hello to you.
No, I know.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks for paying this bad boy's bills.
Yeah, thank you. We do appreciate it over here. All right. When the first alleged crimes on how long start and how long has been going on.
What?
So now they're asking about
Epstein.
Okay. So these cases, if you've been watching my deep dives into the documents, we have the documents, folks. Listen, this isn't...
Can you just put up the Alex Jones Go Super Saiyan video?
No, we're not doing it.
Just put it in the background on loop.
I refuse to put it on.
Oh, but it's so good.
But we're not going to do it.
Oh, but it's so good.
All right, so check it out. This is part of the New York ring, and this is what we're talking about. We're talking about the mansion. We're talking about his associates, Kellen and Groff for sure. I don't know if Natalia's in there, but she may or may not be. Remember, there are other people. This is Haley Robson, who was apparently another one of the procurers here. Let me see. Where's her name? Did I convert this? Why didn't this document convert. There's Miss Robson right there. Okay? So we have that. And then we have Dershowitz making some pretty bold claims over here.
The old Dersky and
we should totally trust Dershowitz, because Dershowitz, he's always told the truth. In fact, you know what? When you're a high-level lawyer like that, I'm pretty sure it's your business to tell the truth on behalf of all your clients that are called defendants. Yeah. That's how you
I'm
do
pretty
things.
sure.
Yeah, that's how it works, right? That's absolutely how it works. All right, let's see. Probably a Bilderberger stop on the way to the Grove. Listen, I'm sure some of the people that were at the Bilderberg meeting will be at Bohemian Grove as well. That's 100%.
Leanne, traveling through the city of New York is all right if you're not driving.
Yeah, and people don't understand.
That's the answer to the question.
There, it's like a third world fucking country. I'm not kidding. Like, my brother almost lost it. We were in he had a big ass truck, right? He's got one of those, like, it's got the 4 wheels on the back. It's that big.
Where it comes out extra.
Yeah. Dude, I mean, like, forget about it. At one point, while we were going up a one-way, a Ryder truck came down the wrong way and did not give a fuck. And while that was happening, people that were just, like, double parked were almost had
Sounds like you were about to lose it.
I was just trying to keep him calm. You
yeah.
know, I don't really fare well there in the mechanic. Yeah. You know I don't.
Oh,
I'm pretty good otherwise. Like I don't go nuts all
I know how to car.
Yeah. Jason did you part ways? Yes, I did part ways with Luke Radowski. If you watch my 20K AMA, I kind of explained the whole thing.
20K AMA.
The 20K AMA, that's only about a month old now. Just about a month, we hit 20K. We're about to hit 25K. It's good pace, guys. Thank you so much. Patrick, again, thank you for that super chat from earlier. Jason, you said you would be on the live shit tomorrow. I said I would try. Again, I told you. Again, I said if I raise, go watch my streams from the thing. I said that if I could make it,
keep going,
and get to like 5K, all that. Like if I can make that for I can't go any further up.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh no, we lost some chats.
We lost a whole lot of chats.
Oh, chat, I'm
sorry.
I'm so sorry.
It jumped big.
Oh dear.
So again, I want to do it, and believe me, I thank you all for everything you've given me, but I also have to pay my bills. It's so weird. They make you pay the rent.
I don't understand it.
And the AC, that's part of the electric, that's not thrown in. And apparently you need the internet to broadcast like this.
What?
Huh? That microphone, was it free?
Yeah.
You know, was it?
No.
No.
No, it wasn't.
Oh, no, it was not. All right, so we're going to just go. Great accent. I think that must have been Spacey talk, right?
That was probably Spacey talk,
Spacey
yeah.
talk.
Well, see, it's been a minute, so we have some catching up. If for some reason it looks like we skipped over your question, I guess ask it again if we get to it.
Yeah,
hopefully.
I'm sorry, guys.
We got to do some scroll ski and hutch.
Yeah, and they both enjoy the same tween age group. I think they were talking about the Clinton-Spacey thing. Listen, a lot of fifth pleading in those documents. We got, first of all, there's a lot of, first I don't have all the documents, but there are plenty of said documents to go through, and some of these transcripts are in the hundreds of pages. That's the FBI seals over here, but some of these ones right here, and where are the transcript ones? I think, oh, there we go. All these new transcripts I have to go under. Let's just open one so people can understand.
No, let's just have some fun.
Let's just, yeah.
Just do it.
So this is the Maxwell oral argument. This one's 158 pages. Just this one. Yeah.
Yeah, depositions are fun.
Yeah.
Oh, no, it's not a deposition. It's a fucking...
No, this is actually the case.
No, yeah.
But yeah. No, I read deposition. I found the deposition over James Woods on 9/11. The secret deposition of James Woods.
Because that was with the hackers, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Otherwise, we just kind of heard about it in passing on O'Reilly. I think it took until 2010 or 11, maybe even 2012, for him actually to give that testimony. Think how crazy that is.
It's a long fucking time.
Fucking long time. And not to the 9/11 Commission report, by the way. not to the people doing the investigation. No, people that had the lawsuits. Weird. Yeah, that's weird. Jason, I have you booked for my live show, folks. Yes. About it, if you will or not. Yeah, no, I told you. Yeah, we're on. Yeah, I said
well,
we were
it could be. It might have just been a delay.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's true. That's.
But yes, Evelyn, it sounds like he will be appearing.
You know what? I asked him. When we did the thumbnail, I was sending stuff from my phone, right?
Yeah.
And it wasn't sending. I think I tried to respond back that way with her.
Cool.
But I'll respond. Yes.
He's having some email issues. So.
Yeah, only on the one account on the phone. It's weird. Under new controllers, does Clinton? What's going on here?
Yeah. So past Evelyn. So there. Oh yeah. So how does Clinton even stay alive? He looks so bad.
It's the president. Look at Jimmy Carter. And Jimmy Carter, by the way, farm boy like Jimmy Carter, better than most presidents. I don't love a lot. I mean, Brzezinski was very much behind a lot of his foreign policy, Kissinger, etc. But Jimmy Carter, man, dude, he's in his 90s. How do any of these guys make it? I know people dropping dead at like 50, 60 years old. Like, good for them, I guess.
Well, they got that sweet life extension technology.
Yeah, you got the Secret Service guarding you all
or
the time.
Maybe it's just
the best
stem.
dinners.
Maybe that's why they don't want stem cells to be legal, because they want them all for themselves.
Yeah, no kidding. All right, so yes, they are. 8 Mile, directly west from Pizza Store, is Doppler Radar Tower next to I don't know anything about
I'm
what
sorry
you said.
about that one, but
I wish I could get a screenshot of the
that's
verified.com.
spam. That one's held for review. So
yeah, I know, but she actually was one of the people looking for Leslie Groff's photo, and I saw what she sent me on Twitter. So it might be because of the doxing aspect of it.
Huh.
That you never know why they hold these things for review.
Okay,
anymore.
fair enough.
You know what I mean? It's so weird. It's such an
see, there you go.
arbitrary
Clinton
model.
gets newborn baby blood from the Yucatan. Yes. Wow. Jeez.
Well, what they're referring to is, did you hear about the John of God scandal?
No.
The baby farm?
No. No, I didn't hear about the baby farm. Oh, why? Why are these things? So I can't have nice things, man. I'm telling you. Oh.
We're talking infants.
I don't wanna.
Yep, associated with people like not only Bill Clinton but Oprah Winfrey as well on the show, I believe, at one point. So yeah, that's why we stopped talking, because this is the headline here.
I think that's enough.
That's enough. Because
That's
I don't
enough.
know anything. Listen, you want to read the article? No one's stopping you. January of this year. I am going to be doing a John of God video. Don't worry, guys. I hate to get into the even more horrific, but it's kind of my thing.
Do you, though?
I do. Believe me. You know what? All right. So here's my story. When I read the Franklin cover-up, not the scandal, for the first time.
Yeah.
I don't know if you ever read it.
I did. Yeah.
Okay, so the point where they tell what happens after they were taken to the Bohemian Grove and made to put in the cage, and they were in the hotel room before, I almost threw up. I mean, the first time I read it, I literally started
I think I remember
crying.
you saying that
Because
because
it really did happen.
Yeah.
Like it shook me so hard. I mean, it kind of moves into why I do this kind of stuff. But it shook me so hard because it was just the way it was described. It was so visual and horrific and believable. And you're just like, who are these fucking people?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, and just the party that was described before that at End Part incident was enough. Was enough for that. I put it down. It was like I don't know. You ever see Vulgar, the clown movie?
The Kevin Smith movie.
Yeah. There's that moment in Vulgar where if you have a soul in your heart, you think about just shutting it off. There's a contemplation, and this when I tell people to watch it, I go, listen, it's really good. You don't know about it because he only produced it.
Yeah.
But he's in it, and I go, there's a point in the movie where you're really going to be like, why did this fucking person make me watch this, and should I shut it off? And you're really going to get up and think about it. I go, get through those 3 minutes. Get through those 3 minutes, and the movie has a good payoff.
Yeah.
So...
It's an interesting little movie, I'll tell you that much.
You know what kind of intertwines into what we're talking about too. You remember, when he gets that phone call, the guy, and they're downstairs with the kid too. Yeah, and that's another thing about these creepy fucks. It's not just kids they abuse. Like, you look at Jimmy Savile, and we're talking necrophilia. Like that's some dark hospice raping shit.
Hospice raping?
I mean, those are the allegations. Mark Kullak's busy week. Have you looked into how both of Jeff Bezos' grandfathers were senior leaders at the AEC, and one was a co-founder of DARPA? No, I did not look into that. Bezos and DARPA connection. Tell you what, hit me on a Twitter. Hit me on a Twitter with an @ on some Bezos DARPA information, because I would be very interested in that.
That's a super chat right there.
And that's a great super
Thanks,
chat. Thank you
Mark.
so much. Yeah, he's killing it. All right, so let's keep going. Newborn baby stuff. Very coincidental. Transfusion. Evelyn, I'm covering Pizzagate in Brazil. Maybe you were interested, darling.
Did you fart? Because I didn't fart.
I didn't, but thanks, Jason America. Your biography becomes your biology. They're demonic monsters. Well, listen, if demons do exist, they probably look and act a lot like that. You guys rock? What?
Why do we go on about things from 2016? What were we talking about?
It's the past, you pessimist. that can't move on. I think he must be flaming it in there with
I guess.
one of those trumples.
I suppose.
Oh,
yeah, because I was like, I didn't think we were talking about 2016.
No, we didn't talk about 2016.
Okay.
All right. Yeah. All right, so let's continue in. More like blood laced with adrenaline called adrenochrome. I know there's a big controversy with adrenochrome, whether it's a hoax or whether it's not.
Hey, man, I saw Fear and Loathing.
You didn't have to see it. It's in the book, too. And the other thing is, look, you do have crazy amounts of adrenaline when it's fight or flight instinct.
Mm-hmm.
Can you fucking imagine being like tied up in one of those things? Like, for instance, even like in the old Indiana Jones movies when they're like, tie him on, they're trying to get that guy's fucking heart.
He's fucking hyperventilating and shit. Yeah.
Well, you would be too. Holy shit, man.
I would be.
Yeah. So I think there's something to be said for that. I'm no expert. Let's see. More like blood with adrenochrome. It was a final dot, but come to the interrogators. More chromage. Smoke some herb and talk about the multi-dimensional child molesters that rule the world. Josh Freeman, Clinton, is a walking corpse. TJ, LOL, Freeman, LOL. Yeah, he's not looking great. I like Jilly Love. Thoughts on Infraguard? I don't know much. Is that...
Nothing. I got nothing.
I think they're a private security firm.
Oh.
But I could be wrong. Or it could be software. Listen, I'm going to claim ignorance on Infraguard.
I'm going to plead the fifth.
And I'm not going to act like I have the inside information on Infraguard. We're going to be doing a live segment on it sometime during the week. But right now, my sources have told me to keep hush-hush. That's all I'm going to say. Where's the chili?
Guys, I'm sorry. Everybody was mad at me about the Evelyn message.
You read her message. We replied. Hopefully, we get down to the part of the chat where she acknowledges that we replied. Hopefully.
Hangout's going away. Well, that's not good news. I mean, I've got the Skype thing under control. I just don't like it as much.
Yeah, that's a shame. What the fuck?
It's got better audio controls.
No, and it's got better like broadcasting and screen
or
like and conferencing.
Yeah, no, 100%. Hopefully the Clintons' crime dynasty will go down. Yeah, but it's not just the Clinton crime dynasty. Who brought them up? The Bush family. It's a cartel deal. Like, the Bushes and the Clintons were more buddy-buddy than you can imagine. What do you think? It's just a coincidence that during Iran-Contra, a hold of cocaine was coming through Arkansas and Florida. And George H.W. Bush was implicated a little more, they like to say. And then Mr. Billy Clinton beats him for president. Come on.
You're a regular Adam Sandler today.
I guess I'm something. Listen, I love you. We love you too.
How do you build a house of cards?
I don't know. Not well.
Yeah.
Funny how things are totally different once you're awake. Yeah, they don't have to be totally
Apparently,
different.
we turned down someone's question because they were like, I thought this was Ask Anything, Lamau.
No, it is. No,
it
remember
is.
that we had the jump thing. Oh, maybe when... No, because this isn't new enough.
Yeah,
this is about to jump.
I don't
Guys, we're trying.
If we missed your question, ask it again. Sorry, I don't think we've rejected any questions yet.
No, definitely not. Been awake for a long time too. You're not answering questions. No, we weren't. We were going nuts. Love everyone unconditionally. That's real love. I am interested in anyone who is covering this horrible situation. Nope, it's not. Let's see. Since it's Ask Me Anything, how much Lego can you stuff up your bum? I don't know. Tom Green might be able to tell you. He did the Bum Bum song.
He did.
And he's got a new album out.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
And fucking Justin Martell's working with him.
Yes. Yeah, Justin Martell, a really talented guy. The Jackman brothers, really talented guys.
Dude, they've been on a tear interviewing political candidates like
awesome.
Tulsi Gabbard. Like
I had Jackman on yesterday. Eric's got to come on with me. I'd like to get them both, but I get Mike on quite a bit.
Yeah.
Right, I think it's Mike. I
it's
hate
Mike.
when I confuse them.
Yeah.
Because they're goddamn it, they're so alike, and they both do similar impressions.
But
too.
Eric, Mike has the glasses, so that's usually how I tell them apart.
Gotcha.
It took me a bit. I don't know if they're watching. If so, I'm sorry, guys. But
Hopefully they.
But now I can stare at them glasses or not, and I'm like, you're Eric, you're Mike.
Yeah. Well, when they're side by side, I can usually get it. It's been years since I've seen them in person too.
Yeah.
That's the other thing.
They're over in New Hampshire.
Yeah.
I say go visit them, but
they're always trying to get me to go to one of the events. See, again, I don't leave the house much. I don't. I really don't. Let's see. You guys are baked.
I see you taking walks all the time around.
I do. Yeah, here in town.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
All the time.
Fair enough.
Jason needs a mustache. No, Jason doesn't. Hi from Washington
This
State.
is actually it's like a goatee, but it's a forming goatee. But like these hairs down here, they just don't read on camera. I don't know why.
Well, you know what? I don't have a connector piece here either. Like,
And that's what I'm working on is the connector piece.
yeah, no. I mean, I just haven't shaven in several days, and guys, I'm almost due for a haircut. The grays are coming in, so
you can kind of see it.
I might wait. Thank you, Evelyn. I have a picture of Nixon and one of the young Kennedys back in Brazil in 1966 to steal tech and parole the Brazilian generals. Hey, Jason, do you want the been verified info on Leslie Groff? Yeah, let's see what you got, Rosa. Please DM it to me. I know I see you on Twitter. Please DM it to me. I'll take a look at it for sure. I saw you. I hit the favorite on your tweet earlier. Then I found somebody else that actually had the name Leslie Groff that was working in, I think, the interior design business that looked like maybe around the same age. And since I'm not sure what pictures I'm looking at when she's younger, I just don't want to dox somebody. But
Yeah.
I'll check it out. Thanks for the reminder getting there. Let's see. Okay, great. Focus on the facts. We'll do lunch, Spago. So they used Victoria's Secret and Jeffrey Epstein ties to lure teenage victims to the lair. It wasn't just Victoria's Secret. It was promises of the Fashion Institute of Technology. It was promises of art houses and work like that. And even before that, you just thought you were given a massage. So once this happens, and then all of a sudden you're going internationally and you're being introduced to art show people and they work in that industry, and you're banging Epstein and allegedly Dershowitz and allegedly Prince Andrew and allegedly,
Mm-hmm.
and you're like, wow, I see these people on television all the time, and I'm riding on private jets and nobody else is doing that, and we're in very, very expensive restaurants and hotels and stuff, and boy, if I ever turned on these people, it could be pretty dangerous. And oh my God, my name's Maria Farmer, and I'm working the door at a place where underage girls in school uniforms are coming for modeling auditions. And Alan Dershowitz is going upstairs in the 90s, and he's a powerful lawyer that's getting people like O.J. Simpson off. There's no way that they can ever take me down.
No, you did that without taking a breath. That was pretty good.
I'm just saying. So let's continue. All MK Ultra, Pizzagate scandals, and cover-ups. If Epstein is allowed to bail on Monday, I look for him to disappear, probably for good this time. They better not let him out.
No, there's no way.
Even with the ankle bracelet, that would be insanity. They can't let him out. What about the Sabatine of Frankus connection to the Epstein thing? You dudes hip to that agenda? I don't know anything about the Sabatine of Frankus. I know that he had that weird-ass temple up there. That was really bizarre. But they demolished the temple, and he was illegally building on that new Greater St. James Island that he bought, some kind of compound. That was weird. How do you lock up a devil? I don't know. Kaiser
A devil.
Apparently, if you're verbal Kint, you don't get locked up.
That's
you
true.
Pretend to be a dim-witted thief with a limp.
And it works.
And it works. And then you get to molest young boys, allegedly. A lot.
But that's the sequel to Usual Suspects. That's not actually in Usual Suspects.
Yeah, that's it. Well, if you say so.
Okay, now that is spam.
Which one's that?
The one at the bottom. The one that's held for review. That's definitely spam.
No, that's Nexium. He's trying to tell me about the Nexium thing.
My email. Oh, okay.
No, they
shows what I know.
What is sad? The demand. See, nobody sees that except for when we put it up here. That's only on my feed. The ones that get held for review. Agree. So nothing ever really gets held for review. USA, I'm in Oli, so Epstein won't be able to attend Bohemian Grove. No, he
Frowny
won't.
face.
He wouldn't want to be there anyway. There's no women. Epstein will never be held accountable. He'll spill the beans on Clinton, Trump, and we'll see. 4 books written on Operation Paperclip. Yeah, no, I've read a lot of the open source material, but Operation Paperclip to this day is like highly classified. Mm-hmm. It's not like they're giving you all the Nazis. Listen, the Argentina thing is fucking real. Like a lot of those guys got smuggled to Argentina that got away. They made deals. Look, just think about the Horton brothers that I did a video on earlier this week and their connection to aerodynamics. They're flying, it wasn't a disc, it was a flying wing, and there were several different types of it, but they're alleged to have built a flying disc for Stalin and possibly the CIA. I don't know. Listen, I stick to what I can prove. And then other people that do research that put it out there, I'll quote them. But at the end of the day, what am I fucking doing? I'm reading something. That's it.
Doing?
I don't know. We're almost an hour. We'll probably go another 15, 20 because this has been fun, guys. But I have to walk the dog and feed children. That's really a thing. Anything. Thank you. Your film is the best I've ever seen in my life. Gave me goosebumps. The world needs to make another one.
Who else is still doing good work on 9/11?
I like to think I am, if it's out there, but there's not a lot of new source material.
No, I mean,
other than the Dark Overlord
not
stuff.
much really to do.
Other than the Dark Overlord stuff, there really has not been any kind of breakthrough.
No.
That's got a lot of interesting stuff.
I mean, when something happens, we'll talk about it, but it's like the...
But people have to be dedicated to research that stuff. Again, how many times have I been in deep dives, and I'm one little guy? And it used to be, I was one little guy amongst many other little guys, and we would kind of, go off one another and be like, oh, wow, you'd get a name, right? You know what I mean? Like, I can't even... What's Mike, the guy who was with Barry Jennings? City Corporation Council.
Yeah, Michael Hess.
Michael Hess. Once you got that name and you could kind of figure things out and make connections on where he was, those things have already been done. So, that picture dump was kind of interesting, but again, whoever's going to go through that, maybe they'll find one or two anomalous things. We've done a lot of the work. At least that's publicly available. And now with that latest stuff, hopefully, hopefully there's going to be more.
Hope so.
Hope so, too. All right, let's see. But again, I think that's still a huge issue. I mean, I don't want to go all 9/11 truth because I'll end up talking about it forever. I won't answer another question.
Sure, he will.
Yeah, I know. Epstein will never be held accountable. We already did that one.
Yeah.
Let's see. What's this
one?
one?
There you whoa.
But money talks and bullshiz walks. LOL. Yes, it does.
Okay, there you go.
Diego sounds very interesting. Talk to you later. Same here, Leon Stab. Nothing would surprise me anymore. He might hang himself in jail. Either way, if he sings, he dies. Missed the beginning of the show. Well, I'm sorry. You can definitely catch up on that. Franklin Cover-Up was one of the strains from the horrible ancient reality. I don't know what that means. I was only able to save 28 from the evils in Haiti. Lost far more than I can almost bear. Man. I don't know. This could be it, guys. Oh, Sicario, thank you very much. I didn't see that super chat.
Yeah, you may have to just scroll through and pick some good ones, or I'll try to...
Yeah, let's see. Will you be coming to Manhattan? I don't think I'm going to be able to make it. I want to make it, but hopefully you watched. I'd probably have to leave it maybe even 4:30 in the morning. Because the 9
if you want,
if you want to get out there with a camera...
It's probably not going to happen.
I hate to disappoint everybody. I don't want to be Donnie Disappointment.
Another deep underground military base shutout.
Which one?
Shout out.
Oh,
shout out.
Another dumb, huh?
Another dumb.
They're wasps, not bees. Okay, maybe they are. Oh, that's not what the report said, but who knows? Bee colonies, government properties, 5G plus smart dust. I know. Yeah, I've done the smart dust video. It's scary stuff. Peaceful nuclear explosions by psycho U.S. government. When do we start a revolution? Well, apparently people are going to storm Area 51 in September. Let's see how that works out.
Oh, the Facebook event? Let's storm Area 51. They can't stop us all. That's literally what it's called.
Do you think people show up for that?
No. No. Like 5 people are going to show up. It's a great idea, but nobody's going to actually do it.
No. Oh, wow. Jeff Brady, $20 super chat on the deep. I think
he really wanted the dumb. That might be a new dumb.
Either way, it was pretty awesome.
Maybe it's the old dumb.
I'm in the Bronx. I want to go. It takes me an hour by train. Yeah, that's not too bad, Jen.
Oh, you got a real...
What?
You got a real curveball from Adam Andrade.
Jason, why do you distrust Alex Jones? I mean, I don't necessarily dislike the guy. I haven't talked to him in years, but I don't like calling for martial law in the United States. I don't like when people lie and say they talk to Q. I don't like when you call for war in Venezuela. I don't like when you start propagating war against Iran and have the opposition leader that they want to put in, basically the Hamid Karzai from Afghanistan, for Iran on your show to promote war. I don't like that. So I'll make videos on those. I don't like him being deplatformed. I don't like his Paul Bunyan style attitude that you can say stupid things like, I bedded 365,000 women by the time I was 16 years old. It was literally a revolving door of pussy around my penis.
What are you, Wilt Chamberlain?
I mean, dude, at your kids' trying to custody hearings? That's insane. That's insane. And then, when you're asked what your kid's teacher's name is, you say you can't remember because you just had a big bowl of chili. I mean, come on, man. You're a cartoon. So I don't, necessarily dislike him, but when you talk about all this, his secret sources and that, listen, I was on the inside. Aaron Dykes was doing a lot of the great research and legwork on the stuff that was good. Trust me, there are people doing that, and I'm just not a bullshitter. If I have the documents, I'm going to read the documents. He's been telling people for years that fucking Northwoods talks about people shooting up movie theaters.
Nope.
It's not in there.
Nope.
Hey, guess what's not in there? That. I go on. I mean, the Sandy Hook stuff.
Movie theaters barely a thing in the '60s.
I mean, they
that's
were
probably
around, but it was kind of like a. They had like the.
I don't want to say
theaters.
barely a thing, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
It still wasn't It's definitely not what it is today.
Yeah. Let's see. Was it a?
And people weren't that fucking crazy back then, like they are now.
Yeah. No kidding. Cloud seismic readings. Amazon clown contract. Radioactive banana. The Pentagon's bioweapons by Diana B.G. Pentagon has 25 bioweapons in labs and makes diseases and plants them to kill. I can't keep going on that. I mean, don't get me wrong. There's a lot of stuff. That's an old super chat.
Oh,
yes,
sure
they love the Bezos. Better in bottles than on the street. Oh, we're talking about urine. Well, since you're in a factory, I don't know that if you're pissing in the Amazon factory, it's going to get out on the street. I mean, I'm glad they have jobs, DMK. Look up the mummies they found in South America. Very interesting stuff. Small mummies with 23 chromosomes, but not human. Only 3 fingers and toes. I've seen and read that. I don't know how much I trust it. Like all that Gaia stuff. And by the way, I'm not saying that we're the only thing in the universe or I have all the fucking keys and answers, but I'm saying there's a lot of bullshit out there. Listen, I watched that new fucking Tom DeLonge show. The other night, falling asleep. You know what I'm talking about, right? Mm-hmm. And if you trust that fucking little weaselly fat guy for anything, you're out of your mind. He is peddling bullshit lines. Like I know you'll remember this story, and maybe we're gonna end it with this. And guys, thank you guys so much for the support. If you enjoyed this is a little bit more lighthearted.
Sorry, chat. We tried getting through you.
Yeah, listen. Make sure to subscribe. Join. Be a member of the Burmese Brigade. Remember, we're doing 50 videos. A week. That's incredible. On all sorts of subjects. We're going to be deep diving into the Epstein stuff. Like I said, at 7 p.m., I'm going to be live with Tony Gosling. So I'm going to get a walk and talk in this too with my dog while I cook dinner in between for the kids.
What?
We're doing it all. We're crazy. So to get back to the nutty alien talk. Do you remember that time that we got cornered by those guys that just started talking about interdimensional space beams? And
we got cornered a lot of times by people.
We were at some kind
Was
of...
it Arizona or something?
No, we were at one of the hotel things. We were at one of the conference things. And, Corey immediately, got away. And you just put your head down and walked away. And I sat there and entertained it.
That sounds about right.
10 minutes. And I was like, listen. I got to get out of here.
Yeah.
This is just
I appreciate the effort,
but it sounded a lot like what this guy was saying to DeLong. We've got some conversation with some high-level military people. We're going to disclose what we can about the project and yada, yada, yada. Listen, guys. I listened to him psyops.
I listened to him on Rogan, and it was just I don't know, the most vague thing ever. It was just there's people whose names I can't name. And, I think the best thing that came out of that was all the memes or all the Twitter posts or the YouTube comments. That's what it was on the Joe Rogan. All the comments Joe, who's your source? Tom. She lives in Canada. Shit like that. It was... No, you don't have time. I was going to say go there right now and read some comments.
Yeah, I would go there, but guys, again, this is how we're doing it. It's the GoFundMe. And by the way, thank you so much. In 21 days, we're right on pace. That's exactly where I needed to be.
That's not bad.
No, it's perfect. Because, again, if I can make $60,000 a year, pay $20,000 out in taxes, I can live a decent life, probably have a car, food for the family, pay the bills, not be late, and maybe have some money for an emergency or a vet visit for my dog.
Yeah.
And that's about it. And at the same time, be completely independent and do shows like this one where we get other voices. Hopefully, while Dylan's around, we'll be doing this at least maybe once every 2 or 3 weeks, minimum, maybe more. Who knows? Who knows what
I'm only on until the end of August, and then we'll see where I go from there.
Yeah, so we'll see. But we have Jackman on. I get Robbie Martin on a bunch. Richard Andrew Grove. Like I said, we're going to have Gosling on.
You had the old Dykes walk and talk.
Yes, we had the Dykes walk and talk. And Truth Stream's going to come on. They're busy. They hustle out there. I get it. I get it.
I get it.
I get it. So again, and we're doing document deep dives. We're going to keep up on this Epstein stuff. That being said, guys, thank you all. I love you. Join the Burmese Brigade. Thumbs this up. Share it. I'll see you all on the flip side.